Hey guys, it's Alicia. Today I have another What's for Dinner on WW for you. My husband and I are on WW Green, but as always, I will have not only the points for green, but the blue and purple plans as well. I will also have links up above and down below for any of these recipes that I have previously done videos on. And in those videos description boxes, you can find the ingredients, instructions, and points as well. So let me jump in here and show you what we had for dinner this week. First up is Crockpot Lasagna. Now, if you've seen my favorite WW recipes of 2020 video, you've seen this before. If you haven't seen that video, I will link that up above and down below. But this is in it and this is in it because it is really, really good. And not only is it really good, it's also really easy to make because it is in the crock pot. So this starts off with a pound of either lean ground beef or lean ground turkey. I'm using a 93% fat-free lean ground turkey in this. I pretty much always use turkey anymore. To that turkey, I'm adding some chopped mushrooms and a chopped red onion. I don't think I had mushrooms in the recipe video that I'm gonna link up above and down below, but I love mushrooms, so I'm adding them this time. I also add a little black pepper. You could add salt if you wanted. And then there is a little bit of garlic. And I'm gonna just cook all of this together until that turkey is cooked and those veggies are softened. Like this. Next, I'm gonna add some crushed tomatoes, some tomato sauce, a little bit of basil, and oregano. Now I'm gonna add a little crushed red pepper, just a little bit. I have a kiddo, and so I don't like to add too much of this, but you can add as much or as little as you want, or none at all. Then I'm gonna just stir this all together and let this simmer for a few minutes on low. While my sauce is simmering, I'm gonna make my cheese mixture, which starts off with some thawed and pressed spinach, a little bit of part skim mozzarella, some part skim ricotta, and then I'm gonna just mix all these together real well until it looks like this, and then I'm gonna set that aside. Back over at my crock pot, I'm gonna put down about a third of my meat mixture on the bottom of the crock pot, and then I'm gonna follow that with a half of my noodles, and I just fit these in here the best I can. They don't fit the best in this oval shape. And then on top of those noodles, I'm gonna add half of my cheese mixture. And then after that, I'm gonna just repeat the process with sauce, noodles, cheese mixture, ending with sauce. And then I am going to cover this and cook it for 4 to 6 hours or until those noodles are nice and soft. Once those noodles are cooked and soft, I'm gonna add some more part skim mozzarella to the top of this, as well as a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna cover it back up and let it cook for a few minutes, around 10-15, until that cheese melts and it looks like this. And here's a serving of that, which is a sixth of the total lasagna. This is gonna be 10 points on all 3 colors, which is a little high, I guess, but I find this lasagna really hearty. It's so good. And like I said, it's just very, very easy to make. So that is why it's one of my favorite recipes of 2020. And I make it all the time. So 10 points for dinner tonight. Next up is white chicken enchiladas. Now, these came from a recipe that I found online that I adapted to make more Weight Watcher friendly. I will link that recipe down below. I've also shown these in a What's for Dinner before, I believe. They've kind of become one of our favorites, so they are in my meal rotation. So to make the sauce for these, you start off with some low-fat cream of chicken soup, a little bit of skim milk, some fat-free Greek yogurt. If you don't like fat-free Greek yogurt, you can use fat-free sour cream, some diced green chilies, a little bit of fresh ground black pepper. You could add salt to this if you wanted. I don't. A little bit of granulated garlic, and then a little bit of minced dried onion. Then you're gonna just mix all this together real well until it looks like this. Next, you're gonna take a 13 by 9 inch pan, spray it with a little cooking spray, and then you're gonna take some corn tortillas. I really like these Pueblo Lindo ones that I get at Aldi. They are the lowest in points on the green plan anyway that I have found. They are 2 for 2 points. And the other ones that I have found have been 2 for 3 points. So I like to get these. There's the nutrition facts if you want to look at them. The first time I ever made these, I used Kroger brand tortillas, I believe. And that actually made the points per serving on these 1 point higher. So I definitely try to use the Aldi ones if I can get them. So you're gonna start off by putting a layer of these on the bottom, which is 6. And then on top of those, you're gonna put some baked chopped chicken breasts. And then you're gonna add half of your sauce to the top of your chicken and smooth that out nicely. Next up, you're gonna add some low-fat cheese. I love this stuff from Kroger. It's 40% less fat. So you're gonna sprinkle a layer of that on. And then you're gonna just repeat the process with the tortillas, the chicken, the sauce, and the cheese. And then you're gonna bake at 350 for about 30 to 40 minutes or until it looks like this. Here's a serving of that, which is 1/6 of the overall casserole. A serving of this is 9 points on green and 7 on blue and purple. Along with it, we're just having some baby carrots. I didn't have any other veggies, so we just had some baby carrots for 0 points, which made our dinner for tonight 9 points. This night I wanted to do something quick and easy, so I made up some turkey sausage breakfast wraps, breakfast burritos, whatever you want to call them. These are really easy. They start with some turkey sausage or turkey kielbasa and some onion and bell pepper. I just put all that in a large pan. And there's the turkey Polska kielbasa that I use. I love that stuff. Get it at Aldi. So I just saute all this together in a large pan. Add a little bit of black pepper. You could salt it if you wanted to. But I just cook this until that sausage is heated through and those veggies are softened. Till they look like this, and then I remove them from the pan and set them aside. Next, I take about 8 eggs and I mix those up real well. And then to that, I add about 1/4 cup of fat-free Greek yogurt and just stir that in there real well. And then in the same pan that I cooked my sausage and veggies, I cook my eggs. Now that my eggs are done, I'm gonna take some of these Extreme Wellness wraps. These are a point a piece, and they work really well for these burritos because they're nice and soft. So I like to use them for these. So I'm gonna take one of those and I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of my eggs. And then to that, I'm gonna add some of this Mexican style low-fat cheese, 2 tablespoons. And then I'm gonna add about 1/2 cup of my sausage, pepper, and onions. Just put that on there, and then I'm gonna just wrap that up. Another thing that's really good on these is jalapenos, if you like a little spice. And here's one of those cut open, so you can see what they look like inside. The points on these for 1 is gonna be 7 on green and 5 on blue and purple. Now we're having 2 along with some salsa there. The salsa is 0 points. So for 2 of these on green, it's gonna be 13, and on blue and purple, it's gonna be 9 for 2. Now these are good size. We probably didn't need to have 2, but we did. So that makes our dinner total for tonight 13 points. But that was everything that we had on WW this week. I hope, as always, maybe this gave you guys some ideas. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.